If your life feels like it is breaking apart quickly and intensely, this is why. The spiral is often misunderstood. It is not just the idea that healing is not linear, it is a directional force inside a threshold. And it does not begin by lifting you upwards, it begins by taking you down. The spiral activates at the crumble, that quiet moment where something no longer fits, where energy starts to drop, where your current way of being begins to weaken. At this stage, the spiral is present but is not moving. You can stay here for a long time. Nothing changes until something else happens. Consent. The spiral does not drag you, it waits. And movement begins at the moment you internally recognize, I cannot continue like this. You do not have to act on it externally, but something inside you has shifted with those words. That is what activates the spiral. And once it activates, it does not lift you out, it takes you down. This is where the threshold moves from the crumble into the edge, into the descent. The spiral drills. It moves through identity, coping strategies, survival patterns, beliefs, and structures you have been living inside. And this does not feel gentle. It can feel sharp, disorientating, and at times like you are losing your footing completely. Because it does not work around the edges, it is moving through the center. When the spiral pierces an identity, that identity cannot be repaired. This is why the descent can feel so intense. It does not feel like something is changing. It can feel like something is ending. There is often very little relief in this phase. The turns are tight. The pace can feel fast. Emotionally and physically, your system is processing at a high level. And you do not have a framework for this. It can feel like something is wrong. But the spiral is not chaotic, it is precise. It is making sure that what is no longer truly fully dismantled doesn't continue. Not partially, not in a way that it can be rebuilt again. It continues until it reaches the bottom. And the bottom is not collapse, it is completion. It is the point where the identity that held everything together is no longer driving your system. There is no more internal propulsion. There is nothing left to hold in the same way. And only from here does the direction change. At integration, the spiral begins to move upward. But even this is not soft. It is still active. It is still moving. But now it is reorganizing instead of dismantling, lifting you through what has already fallen away. And as you rise, something else begins to happen. You move back through the same themes, the same situations, the same beliefs, but this time they are not there to pull you back in. They are there to be met differently. This is where people often think they have gone backwards, but you have not. You are seeing what is still there with more capacity, more awareness, more ability to stay. Each turn softens something. Each return brings more understanding, more separation from what was never truly yours, more ability to respond without losing yourself. And eventually, the spiral completes its arc. Not in isolation, but in your real life, in environments that once activated you, in the dynamics that once pulled you out of yourself. And what you notice is not perfection, it's something quieter. You can be there and remain yourself. You feel it and you stay. You see the pattern and you do not enter it. You respond without abandoning yourself to maintain connection. This is not something you perform. It is how you now move. The spiral does not remove challenge. It changes your relationship to it. So if you are in a place where things feel intense, fast, or disorientating, you feel like something deeper is being undone, or you are meeting the same patterns but in a different way, you are not off track. You are inside the spiral. And this is not here to break you. It is here to take you all the way through. If this resonates, notice where you feel the most pressure or movement right now. You are welcome to share your experience. I read everything. This is part of the threshold framework, and I will continue walking through how this process unfolds.